And we've seen a lot of interesting balls, honey.
What's up, everybody? My name's Josh.
And my name's Nick.
And we're here to give you
a reality check.
Oh my god.
RuPaul's Drag Race, season 17, episode 6. And somehow we have still only said goodbye to 2 queens. Which is like, get these hoes out of here.
No, actually, has there been any other season that we've had this many queens still?
I don't know. I think maybe season 14. I don't know. But this is just, it's far too much.
No, we got to start snipping through we got to get the fat out of the meat so we can grill a nice piece of steak.
Okay, but
Isn't that how it works?
A little something that makes it a little tender. So we see that the girls are back in the workroom, and immediately Ariadne is like, ooh, like feeling it. I'm saved. Mm-hmm. The badunkadunk is gone.
Thank God.
Would you be, if you were there, would you be happy it's gone, or kind of like, bro?
No. I'm happy it's gone. And if you're not happy it's gone, you're not confident in your drag, and you should go home.
No, I'm not happy it's gone. Everybody needs a safety net. You know?
No.
I just I feel like I would feel a little bit less anxious knowing that there was an option if I slipped up.
Yes.
You know?
But
also I would be happy it's gone.
Yeah. Listen.
There's a give and take.
The girls need to start to go. You know?
H-O-T-T-O-G, I'm on.
No, as Chapel says.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mother.
If you're a fan of reality TV, from RuPaul's Drag Race to Big Brother to Survivor to The Traitors to The Amazing Race, grab a snack, grab a drink, pop a squat on this couch, and we're here to give you the tea on all things reality TV.
Pinkies up, honey.
Yes.
Let's get back into this episode because I want to talk about this mini challenge.
What was that?
Glinda the Good drops in. We have Miss Norvina, CEO of Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Looking like a goddess.
It's literally like Glinda, Pheromone, and Christina Aguilera all had a baby.
No, and a little bit of Gaga.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Just a little sprinkle.
Yeah,
a
little.
Gaga.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love this Norvina look. Honestly, she kind of ate some of the girls up in their runway packages.
I don't know if you remember, but she looks like she was wearing a dress similar to that one queen we saw at DragCon. Remember?
Yes.
Yes.
In the pink terry cloth. Yes.
Very much like the end of the Lizzie McGuire movie when she's walking out in the big igloo.
We get this mini challenge. I love a mini challenge on Drag Race. I'm a mini challenge supremacist. I think that they should always happen. I think it gets it loosens everybody up. It creates teams. It creates drama, and I love them. But we get this. I don't know if we can say. Can we say glory hole?
Why not?
We get this glory hole lipstick transfer challenge.
Yeah.
And it was fun. The girls are in this hooker quick drag.
It was Russian hooker blow up doll.
No, it was insane.
It was lipstick to the bottom of the nose.
Corey King, I think, literally just had lipstick on. I think she literally just popped on a red lip and said, "Too good."
Susie took her look from last week and just made it red.
Oh my god, Susie Toot with this freaking mustache.
I can't. Mara McDonald if she ever went in drag.
Yeah, RuPaul says, grab a pussycat wig, some cha-cha heels, and your knee pads because you're gonna need them. And ultimately, we see Team RuPaul all wins $500. Courtesy of Anastasia Beverly Hills. Period. You better sponsor the challenge.
Listen, you better be given $500 because the last time they got money, it was $100, $180. Based on their Monopoly cards.
Monopoly cards. Yeah, and you know what? $500. That's not even covering a wig for some of these girls. So.
And after taxes.
Yeah.
The only thing that I wish we got to see in the mini challenge a little more was some of our nice pit crew. I do like seeing them walk out in a little.
Yes, obviously. Asaf was not called for the challenge rivals because he was too busy in the workroom. He was giving workroom realness instead of the challenge rivals.
Yeah.
I mean, who would be his rival? His pink Speedo? Because baby, they were arguing. They were fighting. Him and that banana hammock, they were having a discussion for sure.
I'm screaming. Let's get back to RuPaul's Drag Race.
This week's mini challenge, it's the ball. Not a tennis ball, not a soccer ball, not a volleyball. The ball.
The ball.
3 looks, 12 girls. That's what, 36 looks?
36 looks. The Let's Get Sea-Sickening ball.
Yes. I love a theme. I love this theme. See, I don't think
Homage to like the theme of the season.
Yeah,
like rain, water,
wetness.
H2O. Like,
Yeah.
I was kind of here for the ball. Like, I was
love
here,
a ball.
This year for it. I was here for like, the garbage to glory.
The trash to treasure.
Yeah,
kind
trash
of
to
like one
garbage to
trash,
glory.
one
Yeah,
treasure.
exactly.
Yeah, I love it good. And I like that this ball, it wasn't just like the Monopoly challenge where they were given bolts of stretch fabric.
Like good fabric.
This was trash. They were given
legit. Like they had
trash.
gloves on. They were digging through.
Yeah.
There was some food stuff.
Lydia's had food on it. Yeah, so I love that. I love a ball. I love a theme. I want Drag Race to do a ball where they have to make all 3 of their looks. And it's like a multi-design mini collection challenge. I want it. I
So saving it for your season.
I saw this. I saw this post, and someone said, "I want there to be a season of Drag Race where all they bring is wigs, undergarments, and shoes, and they make every single thing every single week."
The thing is, like, how do you even like cast a season like that?
You get all the winners of the balls, the design, and then you put Joella in there because someone has to go home first. Okay. I would love that. Like
You're so nasty
like
for that.
Drag Race also, all sewing, like something.
All stars,
also, like
And your immunity's like the pin and needle or like the pin and thread. The thread and needle. That's what it is.
pin, needle, thread, pin. All right, so we find out that we're going under the sea this week, and our
Under the
ball,
sea.
we have 3 categories. We have our swimwear, which was
Bathing beauties.
our bathing beauties. Give us swimwear, give us bathing suits.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have sea creature couture. Give us a look based on a sea creature, and finally the look made in the workroom. Sea eleganza.
Sea-sickening.
Yeah,
eleganza.
sea-sickening eleganza. Sorry, excuse me. Do you get seasick?
No, I love the water. I love being on boats. Like
Yeah,
I very
I'm a
much.
boat girl.
When Jules, she goes, I have web toes. I'm a swimmer. I'm a star. I felt that. I don't have web toes, but I love being in the water.
You know, you better web those feet. Water off a duck's back.
That part.
No, I love boats. I love the ocean. I think this is really fun because nature and the ocean is so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And it's so undiscovered, and there are so many ways that you could go with this. Like the sea creature you could be freaking plankton. You could be a whale. There's so many options. You could be a freaking barnacle if you wanted to.
Barnacle.
You know?
I mean,
like I would
listen.
came out as Mr. Krabs. You know, me money. Like
Wait, so did they choose their sea creature, or do you think they were given one? Because the way that Michelle was giving her critiques, kind of like
I think
made
that
me-
the judges were given a picture of their reference.
I want to talk a little bit about the workroom drama, right?
There was a lot of it. But we were nothing short of drama. This week.
we were fed what we were missing the past few episodes in terms of like real TVT. Like it was girl coming after girl. We had tears, we had yelling, we had confrontation, we had side kikis about it. We had people talking trash on other people's trash outfits. It was a lot.
Yeah, well, what I really think is like this kind of cornucopia Hunger Games style material grab,
Which I love.
which I need every single episode.
Yeah.
Kind of brings out this fight or flight reaction in some of the queens. So it's just like, I feel like they're already at this heightened level of like I got to get all my stuff. And then it's like, oh, girl, yours looks like shit. I have all this stuff. Like, you know, so
Yeah.
we see this like passive aggressive shade with Sam and Lexi, just kind of like, you know, you should wear another gown.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, Sam's like, you should wear that off the shoulder. You know?
Jules going to Anya, bitch, you better not steal my shit this week.
Yeah. Miss Anya is just having a rough go of these design challenges.
Miss Anya put her toes in some troubled water. Let me say that.
Yeah, she is dipping those toes for sure.
I want to know, how do you feel, or how would you react? How would you react
Poorly, probably.
if? True.
Well, before we get there, I want to talk about the RuPaul walkthroughs because Mama came in and was like, "I had my coffee today. They let me out of the old folks' home. Like, I am ready to stir up some drama."
Rue opened the library and said, "I'm gonna read these girls down."
Rue, who was that used to do that? Rue, that was Pheromone. Anyway, so RuPaul comes in to do RuPaul's normal walkthroughs, and I love this when they get the moments with Rue because you kind of get the insight of Rue's perception of the queens more than just your look tonight was, you know, under the sea.
Yeah, you can see Rue's person, like, when she's getting a little bit more chatty, a little bit more hee ha ha, like, yeah, that's so true.
And, you know, today she chose violence. RuPaul chose violence in the workroom. She goes, Hormona, your silhouette is always the same, you're boring. Acacia, why are you using metal? That's dumb, and you're boring. Ariadne, and then the Ariadne drama with Crystal. Oh my god.
Ariadne thinking Crystal should be in the bottom was crazy.
No, but you know what? Period. RuPaul asked me a question. RuPaul's gonna get an answer.
I mean, yeah. I felt like, you know, even like Them saying to Lana that your Monopulin's outfit was like about to be in the bottom. That was tea.
No,
that
that's
was
like
tea.
enlightening because I'd be sitting, if I was Lana, I'd be sitting there like, oh, I thought I was high safe. You know, like I'd be like,
mean,
this is news to me, Diva.
There was definitely some drag delusion getting simmered from Mr. RuPaul Charles.
Yeah, RuPaul gave a lot of these bitches a what? Reality check. Hey. We have a lot of outfit repeaters this season. We have Hormona in gowns, Sam in gowns, Crystal does a lot of dresses, Corey does a lot of mini dresses. Like,
Lana wears a lot of nothing.
Lana wears a lot of sheen bikinis. You know, so it's like we have a lot of outfit repetition, and RuPaul is like, we see it.
Yeah.
We notice it. Sam, you're in another gown. Hormona, you're in another gown. Like
specific mermaid gown.
Specifically a mermaid gown.
Because like if Hormona did a gown that wasn't the same exact silhouette, maybe an open leg slit, maybe something that like flowed more.
A pink wig.
Yeah.
I think she has worn that pink up to 3 times.
I mean, she did say that she has 12 of the same wigs.
Yeah.
In the same color.
And you know what? It shows. Like, I would love to see Hormona in, like, just... If she came out in the teal look... We'll get to it. You know what? We'll get there. Trust me.
We will.
But the queens go back to work. RuPaul goes back to start and get in hair and makeup, probably. Because it takes hours. RuPaul literally is like, it takes me like 7 hours.
I mean, did you see the way that she looked today?
Yeah, gorgeous.
Gorgeous. You know, body tea down.
If I couldn't even look like that if I took 12 hours.
And Ru is like 102 years old, so.
Queens get back to work, and immediately after RuPaul's walkthroughs, Lexi Love is having a breakdown.
Yeah, like Lexi Love loses it. She comes in the workroom. She goes, which one of you girls ruined my outfit? They were spray paint all on my outfit. And cricket. Jules goes, okay. Who's on the spray?
Jules is like
who's on the spray paint list?
She's like, okay, well, according at 2:46, we have like.
She goes, roll the tapes.
Yeah, roll the tapes.
Roll the tapes.
I just want to talk about this moment overarchingly because we all watched the episode, and if you haven't, come back after you have. I don't want to get too repetitious in explaining the whole drama.
Yeah.
But this situation, I see both sides of the argument. Lexi is obviously upset. It's high stakes. It's Drag Race. It's a design challenge. It's already hard. So I'm sure in that moment, she probably, what she did, she reflected on it and realized I probably could have acted a little bit better. However, in that moment, I would act the same, probably even worse than her. Like, I would just be feeling so disrespected and just so heartbroken. Like, it's your hard work.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely agree. But after seeing the episode, like, I honestly do think it was an honest mistake.
Oh, I 100% agree.
My only issue is that, like, and I don't, like I said, we don't want to dive too deep into it, but, like, Anya should have just right at that moment been like, girl, I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. I didn't realize until after. Or if anything, she should have just walked out of the workroom with her and been like, I didn't want to do this in front of everybody. This is what happened. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Like, what can we do to make this better? Like, other than that, I don't know. I feel like the way that it ended out was a lot smoother than I anticipated.
Yeah, I definitely think that it was just an unfortunate accident. Mm-hmm. The only thing I did not appreciate about the situation was how Anya initially reacted. But I understand why she did what she did.
Yeah.
You know, Lexi was coming in hot. You know, she was
very
steamy, ears coming, face red, ready to kind
she saw nothing but red.
Yeah.
Like,
so I agree kind of with both sides of the coin. There are arguments to be made for how both queens reacted to the situation. But then you have Arietti, who was just like, yeah, girl, that blue part, that was me. I didn't know that was your look. My bad. Yeah. That's all it took. That's all Lexi was looking for.
Exactly.
Was the validation.
Accountability. Yeah. Just be like, this is me. Own it. Like, yeah. But
because once you remove yourself from the situation and you ignore it, now you look shady.
That part.
Now you look like you did it on purpose.
She's like, you're playing the game. I see you.
Yeah.
And honestly, rightfully.
See each other up. What is this?
You can't see me now. You can. I had to write this down because Corey's talking about what's going on. I'm like, Corey King has the best confessionals of the season.
Corey King is the narrator of the season. Corey King is giving us Dr. Seuss level, just written script.
Like, so good.
Just so
So
good.
good.
Too good, some might say.
Not too much now.
Not too much.
As the girls are painting, there's a little whose trash is trash and whose trash is treasure.
You ate with that.
There was
No,
some.
of course the girls are gonna key. The girls are gonna key. You know,
Yeah.
like whose is good, who's
We had
like.
Lexi and Sam, and then while Lexi and Sam are chatting, a little Corey goes, "What y'all talking about?" And then they're like, just a little something of whose looks are looking a little fun, and then little did you know,
whose looks are looking and whose looks are looking. Yeah.
No, for real. But after that, like the ball, like
Yeah, we get
you know?
a nice kind of closure moment with Ariadne, Anya, and Lexi.
Yes, that was really nice.
They move
That was
forward.
nice.
They're all like, "Look, we put on our big girl panties. Accidents happen. It is what it is. Let's move on and be friends again."
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that there is a lot about that situation that we as the viewers did not get to see. There's some insider tea from Jules Sparkles on TikTok saying, like, you know, that argument actually lasted 3 hours. Like, we all had to stop working. It was so intense.
Which
So,
is crazy to think
you know,
about.
I want the B-roll. I want the footage, because I think the moment that we got of Anya being very choked up, like saying like what was at the end of that argument.
Agreed.
So I think Lexi really kind of dug her nails in, and she was hurt. I would be too, but I'm glad that they showed the viewers that kind of like big girl panty closure moment, because you know the fandom will attack.
Oh, Drag Race fandom is crazy.
Insanity.
Like, they're gonna come for it. They're gonna come for it.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
We get into this 36 look ball.
this was
One of the most interesting balls
ever.
And we've seen a lot of interesting balls, honey.
That we have.
Yeah. Before, you know, I need to sip before we get into this ball, all these balls. ASMR. Now, being as this is a 36-part runway, this week's episode of Chuck or Chuck is going to be incorporated into our main episode, just like we did for the Monopulence runway, because to have a whole separate episode for the main part of the challenge does not make any sense.
Not at all.
So, instead of going category by category, we're going to be going queen by queen as they came out on the runway, discussing our tops, our bottoms. We might not talk about every look that the queen did. That's okay. We're just going to kind of run through and give our cliff notes, our queen notes that we have.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
Oh, queen notes. I like that. That was, yeah. I mean, listen, if we were to go through what we feel about every single look for every single category, we're going to be here for 2 hours.
We'd be here until season 18.
Yeah.
You know. Let's dive under the sea with all of these looks, starting with the jewel of the ocean, Miss Crystal Envy. Ooh. I think Crystal had one of the best packages of the night, and that's really all I have to say about her. I think that the Barbie critique from Michelle was kind of unfair, because
I agree.
Barbie is always going to be iconic, and just because you are over it doesn't mean the rest of the world is.
I agree.
You know, so
Yeah, I agree.
suck it.
I mean, I think that Crystal's pufferfish with like the inflatables was just it was so
I love a gag. Like,
yeah.
I love a movement. I love it like a mechanic.
Yes,
you know?
yeah. She did so well.
She did so good.
so well.
Yeah.
Like a snub round 3, if you will.
I'm sorry, but the bang reveal,
Is that a bang?
yeah, it's like a permed bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. I think Crystal did very good. Crystal's runway package for me tonight gets a check, okay?
Yes, it is a check. It is a big fat check for sure.
Miss Jewel Sparkles.
Miss Jewel Sparkle comes out.
Snubbed of a top 3 placement. And I will die on that hill.
She looked amazing, from the gold chains to.
Now, the gold look I was not a fan of.
I thought that it was different.
I just didn't get it. Like she's a queen who does not always corset. You can tell that, you know, and you have to figure out a way to hide that tights, the line from your tights where they stop. And it just got kind of chunky here with the wrapping of the bathing suit to cover it. And then the chains hanging, and then like this little gold kind of like sheen bathing suit. That's the only one I would say is a chuck for me, but her whole package is so good.
I mean, her sea creature.
This Spanish dancing slug. Olay, bitch. Like, I
I can't leave that on me.
Like,
Like, no.
This shit had me standing up.
Yeah.
I was
gorgeous.
Like,
gorgeous,
oink, oink, piggy,
gorgeous.
you ate.
Oink, oink, yes.
Oink, oink, oink. Oink or boink. That should be our next series. Ah! The look that she made.
Yeah.
To use a tarp in a structured, non-stretch bustier bodysuit, she was snubbed.
The patchwork that she had going on while we were watching her construct that, like, that was such
so good.
Talking about good and not great, we're going to our next queen down the runway, and that was Miss Lydia Butthole Collins.
I'm telling you, we gotta change her to Lydia P. Collins. The last two runways, there's been a lot of P instead of E.
That is true. The first one, like the cheetah with the 4 bulges, like that was cute. The anglerfish. The anglerfish was great.
Star of the show was definitely her anglerfish.
Her robotic. It didn't.
It was a little crafty.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, I understood this like robotic diva, sure. But
how is that sea-sickening eleganza? That's my only question.
Yeah, I agree.
Other than that, like,
I like the head, her headpiece, and like her mug is so good. I love how she puts her eyebrows kind of so far back. Like, I don't know what it is, but I love that about it.
Her mug looks good. I just honestly truly didn't understand her last look, which is why Lydia's soft check.
Yeah, I think Lydia's whole package is a soft check. The redemption is for that anglerfish. I thought that was so cool.
No, that part. If she didn't do the anglerfish, it would have been a chuck.
Next up, we have Sam Starr yeehawing onto the runway. I personally did not love the first one, but the other two were good. I think her what was it, a spike fish or a visor fish?
It was a viper fish.
I thought her viper fish look with the metal, the spikes, the chains was probably her best look of the night for me.
I'm going to be honest. I think that the viper fish was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. It was coolly constructed. It was something that was different. I think that she looked like she worked it well.
Yeah.
I think that the look that she looked best in was the yellow polka dot bikini.
I did not care for that.
I think that...
But I think what it is in my mind, she's in a bikini. Like, it's just a bikini. But that was the prompt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's tripping me up about the whole category. I do disagree with the judge's placement of her ball gown. Yeah. For me, it was a provided corset, just like she wore last week with the pink.
Blowing up some bags.
With a gigantic circle skirt and trash bags glued onto it.
I didn't love her gown for that look. I don't think that her package put her in a top spot.
Yeah, I agree. I would have switched Sam out for Jules this week.
Yes.
For sure. Mm-hmm. But Sam Starr, I think I am going to give you a soft check this week.
Agreed. A soft check. Like, yeah, that's it. Yep. Soft check. Next to the stage is Anya. Anya was, honestly, I think she looked really good in her bikini look. And
I loved the white. Oh my God.
The Sea Star, it was cool. I liked it. I liked the Sea Star. The hips were,
it was cool. It was spunky. It was different.
Yeah,
it was different. I liked it.
The seaweed algae wasn't my fave, but she looked... the back looked unfinished.
Yes, the back... Yeah, I don't know how she did not get clocked for the back of that.
Like, she wasn't wearing a panty. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
It was just her leggings.
Yeah.
Is that her leggings?
Her tights.
It was just her tights.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I honestly think her best look of the night was her white bikini. There is just something about... someone with like dark skin in white. Oh, it like does something to me.
And that sheer cover up was really pretty. Cutouts were gorgeous. She knew how to work her body. That's what
Anya's
I really think it was.
Anya knows how to dress her shape for sure. So I give Miss Anya Nerve a check for her runway package this week.
I agree. I give her a check as well.
Yeah. All right. So next to the stage, we have this week's winner. Ariete hits the stage in probably one of the best ball packages in the show's history.
I think that, I don't know about you, is this going to be a double?
One of her looks definitely is going to be for me.
Yeah. That second look.
Let's just say it. Ariete's runway package this week.
It's a reality check.
because
Yeah.
like mind blown. The look queen of the season confirmed. Badonkadunk champion.
Like, talk about a freaking revenge tour.
You know what's crazy is that both of the people who were saved from the Badonkadunk, one won and the other one went home this week. That's kind of crazy.
That is true. That is true.
I didn't think about that until just now.
Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, look, her runway package, she won for a reason. It was stunning. It was gorgeous. It was lovely. The lionfish tore every single garment on that stage up and threw it on the ground. It was gorgeous.
I'm going to be honest. I think it was one of my favorite ball looks
ever.
in Drag Race history.
Ever.
Like, it was, and she airbrushed the inside. She didn't pay anyone to do that. She did that entire look herself. The makeup flowed right into her look. She had that lionfish airbrush down to the heel. Head, toe, down, body down. Honestly, gorgeous.
I think this is one of the best looks that has ever been on the main stage. Ever.
Yeah.
And I will stand on that. Argue in the comments because I'm going to make this a TikTok reel, honey. Okay? Argue in the comments. Argue in the comments. Like, I think at least top 5 looks ever on Drag Race for me.
Like, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Ariete, congratulations.
And her makeup was just...
Like, you want to talk about variety? She went like this to Michelle. I'll give you blue, I'll give you fish, and I'll give you beauty. Like, which one do you want?
And her trash to treasure was just like, so like, talk
honestly,
about
that was
eleganza.
my least favorite of her looks. And
I know, and it was still gorgeous.
So good.
It was still better than some of those girls' entire ball package.
Next, we have Miss Susie Toot and her tapping toes coming out to the stage. Look, I love a person with I love a queen with a point of view.
Listen, Susie 2 definitely had a point of view, and let me tell you, this is probably, unfortunately, my least favorite looks altogether. The entire package ball
of the night.
No. For Susie as a queen herself, I think that she took a risk, and that octopus just. What
it wasn't it didn't serve her body in any way. Like,
no.
If the tentacles had come out over the hips,
like I was looking for some Ursula, like some big drama, some big like imagine if you had Saphira's pumpkin look from last year, like how big and out that was, but in like an octopus. You could have done so much with that octopus look, and it just the mustache.
It was kind of the octopus look for me. The problem I have with it was it just looked like it was like tacked on. It didn't do anything for her shape. I didn't mind the strongman look. I thought that was a creative take, kind of like a classic 1950s, 19 whatever era.
I guess it's a part of her brand.
Strongman. It's part of her brand. She had the mustache, and it was different. It set her apart. I do wish that it was a little bit more fitted. It was a little big on her, it looked like.
Yeah.
And her Amelia Earhart look, I didn't really care for at all. It was a corset with bottle caps glued to it.
How is that sea-sickening eleganza?
Well, because she crashed in the ocean and she's underwater. Her plane was underwater.
Did she actually?
Yeah. You don't know who Amelia Earhart is?
No, I know who she is. She's the first person to fly an airplane.
No.
She's the first woman to fly an airplane.
No.
She's the first woman to fly around the world.
She tried. She didn't get all the way around. She was almost over.
Oh my god!
I think they call that circumnavigating.
Talk about plane crashes recently.
Girl, Amelia Earhart really set the trend, honey. She said, "Y'all wanted to twist that."
Okay, I guess I'll give her the Amelia Earhart reference. To me, like in the moment, that's not what I connected it to. When I'm thinking about like sea-sickening eleganza, I don't know. I'm thinking fish. I'm just not thinking Amelia Earhart. Yeah. I don't know.
For me, Susie Toot's package is a chuck. Around. A soft chuck for me. A chuck.
It's a chuck. Susie Toot. Unfortunately, this is your first chuck from me this season so far. But yeah. It just it didn't hit for me. And talking about something that did hit was that first look from Miss Corey King. Because Corey King...
I love a reference.
Like, anybody who knows pop culture the slightest bit, because I don't know a lot, but I know enough. And what I do know...
I would say you know below average pop culture.
I know below average, but I know enough to know that this look from Miss Katy Perry, our first sketch judge of this season,
I know, I wish she was here for this.
That would have been so sickening.
But this is the second time we've seen this exact reference on Drag Race. Scarlet Envy did this for
Oh.
their Super Bowl Diva SmackDown.
Because
lip
that
sync
was in her
extravaganza.
Super Bowl look. I mean,
Yeah.
her Super Bowl look. In
Her
her Super Bowl performance.
Yeah. So I do think that the reference was good. I like that she didn't do an exact remake of
Yeah.
Katy Perry's beach ball look, but the leotard underneath was okay. The body was tea.
The
Like,
body was...
it looked sickening. If she was
Yeah.
at brunch, you know,
You'd
give-
get a
give
dollar
her
or
a couple
two.
of dollars for sure.
I think she looked good. I didn't love Corey's package this week.
No, Corey did not. Corey, I honestly thought was going to be in the bottom.
I
this
did
week.
too. I thought it could have been like a Corey Lana lip sync SmackDown. Like
It should have been probably Corey.
Hormona?
Yeah, and Lana.
Or Hormone.
A three-way, baby.
Listen.
No, I would have switched this week. I would have switched Acacia and Corey. Corey safe, Lana and
Yes,
Hormona
yes,
bottom.
yes,
For
yes,
me,
yes.
to me,
Yeah.
in my opinion, for me.
But we'll get into her. We'll get
we'll
into
talk
her.
about that
We'll get
later.
into her.
Corey's
Yeah.
overall package, I think the best look she had was her sea creature. This blue and orange fish was the most redeeming look in her package this week.
I didn't love the wig.
Everything else was a chop.
Yeah.
Her look was literally giving Vanity Milan's rope dress from UK season 3. What was she on, season 2?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Corey King for me this week, you do get a chop.
Yes, me too. It was a chop.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chuck packages this week, we have Acacia Forgot.
Which is crazy because I didn't think that
I
her
thought-
package was bad.
We were sitting here, we were like, oh, Acacia wasn't called safe, like she's in the top.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I
the
did.
dry delusion is spreading through the TV. Like, I'm worried.
I guess they saw something I didn't see because like Law clocking Acacia's outfit for matching.
No, like she got a critique for matching too much, and then I thought her beach ball look fit very well. It was snatched in and tight.
It was cute. Her
I
headband
don't
was
know.
cute. It was. I liked her package.
The
like,
only look that I was not a fan of this week was her sea urchin. What was it?
the creature thing.
The creature. Her sea creature.
I literally wrote red something.
Yeah, the red feather. I think it was called. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
It looks like she borrowed that headpiece from Samstar last week and made it red.
this look had so much potential. I think if she had just stuck to the ostrich feather plumes on the head and then paid a little bit more focus on the bottom,
Yeah.
that it could have worked. I think that
Yeah.
it was almost there. Acacia, this week you get a check for me.
You get a soft check from me. You get a soft check because I did think you were going to be the top, but
I thought her design look was good.
I thought her
liked
design
it.
look was her best look.
I thought it was interesting with the pool noodle giving her hips like that really interesting shape. Her body looked so good. She had that nice hourglass to the hip. I don't know. I was seeing something different than the judges this week.
Yeah. I
don't
think
know.
Law was just coming out for our girl Acacia because she was coming for her.
Yeah.
We have Miss Lexi Love walking out in a full nude,
Nudity.
censored.
Not nude fabric, honey. Nudity.
No, nudity. Yeah, full nude. You know what? I liked Lexi's package. I think she was safe. I didn't feel like
I
it
did
was.
not like her tarp look.
Well, yeah.
Her-
the tarp look was
Her
definitely
sea
a flop.
eleganza, she literally cut a slit in a square tarp and wore it at an angle.
And
That's what it was.
she put flowers on it.
And she put flowers on it. Like, that, in essence, is what Lexi Love's look was. Did she sell it? Was she giving runway? Yes. I loved this blonde hair on her, too. But for me, it was... I don't know how the judges weren't like, you cut a hole in a tarp.
Because she's skinny and pretty?
I mean, you decide. Yeah, she was kind of low this week for me overall. Her package is going to be a soft... No, it's going to be a chuck. Lexi Love is going to get a chuck from me this week. I just wasn't... Like, I don't know. The prompt was bikinis. You weren't wearing a bikini. The jellyfish look
Well, she was on a
fine.
nude beach. Like, I like the bikini and I like the jellyfish. I don't think it was as extravagant as, like...
You do jellyfish... The
Okay.
opportunities with a jellyfish...
You're right.
Jellyfish are probably one of the cuntiest, gayest looking creatures out. They're made of fringe. They are made of long fringe. And, like, come on.
I mean...
Not a single fringe was fringed.
Okay.
Like,
For that point, I will agree with you, and I'll give Miss Sexy Love
For
a
the
chuck.
first time ever, he agreed with me. For
I-
the first time
well,
in forever. Second to last to wiggle her way out onto stage is whore Mona Lisa.
I have no further comment.
Check. Next.
Chuck. No, because like, how dare you walk out on stage basically wearing the same?
you?
She basically wore the same. So like, she has the same body shape. Just one had longer fabric, one had shorter fabric, and one was a bathing suit. Literally, what was the difference? I'm sorry, Hormona. And then you wore that same style for the runway last week with the same silhouette style, and then the week before that, and then the same updo and the same beat, the exact same beat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just what
We got the beat. You know.
she don't have the beat.
Yeah, my problem with Hormona is that she got the critique from RuPaul of, you know, outfit repeating, silhouette repeating, and, you know, your looks that you bring. You can't really change that at that point. I get it. However, this look that she made, like, she had, like, the padding underneath, and it was, like, do I think that her blue and, like, teal gown was gorgeous? It was a beautiful gown for a different challenge on a different season on a different week.
With like, different pieces coming out of it because...
Like, there was nothing creaturey about it. Like, when they pulled the reference picture up, I was like, okay, so the creature that she picked looks like a purple lettuce leaf, and you're wearing a teal gown.
I don't have anything else to say because I was told if I don't have anything nice to say, not to say anything at all. Miss Lana Jure, the best look that you had was you basically naked.
Urchin, in my opinion.
I don't know. The purple urchin was giving Party City.
No, that purple urchin I really enjoyed. I did not agree with the judges' critiques that it didn't read urchin. It was like a, what is the word I'm looking for? It was a like fashionized version of an urchin, which I think was exactly the prompt.
I'm thinking like there are a couple different routes you could have gone, and if she was to give urchins are spiky, but it's not big chunk spike. It is little.
Like thin.
They're thin. You could have had little thin spikes going out everywhere, and then go to the end of the runway, and then do a little, you know, and then have all of this. Like you're in the water, like, you know, if an urchin, there's just so many things you could have done, and it just looked a cartoonish to me.
The urchin look is the one I have the least amount of issues with.
Lana, let's just call it what it is. You didn't have a good ball.
And that's okay. Like, that's fine. It does not take away from Lana's talent and Lana's, you know, ability to be a good drag queen.
I will say, I don't want to like completely come in and, you know, steamroll her, because at the end of the day, you're on Drag Race.
Last week?
And the week before?
And next week?
Well, at least she'll make it. So my thing is that I will give you kudos because you did stand on that stage and you ate all those. You didn't talk back. You didn't say anything when Law was coming at your posture and how you're standing and how you didn't look confident. You didn't stand there and continue to stand like that. You immediately changed how you were standing. You changed your demeanor. And I appreciate that because as like, take drag out of it. You're able to understand that you can take a critique.
Take critiques is important.
Exactly. Yeah. And I will applaud you for that. And I know that you know that your ball wasn't good. Like,
us sitting here, two people who are not on Drag Race saying we didn't like your looks, does not change anything.
Yeah.
However, this sheen bikini, just kind of insane to me.
Yeah, yeah. I was
now the theme was bikinis. Okay. Now,
yeah.
like, and here's that's my whole problem with this category is because over and over and over again, queens on Drag Race get yelled at and read for wearing bikinis on the runway.
Yeah.
And now they're all told to come and wear a bikini. And you are wearing a sheen bikini, and it's like, I'm not allowed to be mad at it because that was the prompt.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I'm furious. Why are you wearing very obviously a very cheap bikini? And you tried to pass it off as this Twyla reference. Like,
was that a real reference?
Oh! It just wasn't giving for me. Lana, overall, you get a chuck. I don't want to harp too much on you because we are not Lana haters. You know, we love you, Lana. We love Lana on this season. This just was not a great night for her.
I just know that you could
do better.
Exactly. You could do better. Like, we've seen you out there. You know, you are the legs of New York. Like, you are serving puss down. You are like, you know, you're a gorgeous girl. I
Tonight
wanted
was not very gorgeous for you.
exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
And
Now, what I do want to talk about, though, now that we have wrapped up all 36 looks from this week's runway, is we see the kind of backfire of being so vocal about whose drag daughter you are. Because Michelle is like, I want to see some of the Luxe confidence in you. Where is the Noir London? Like, I want to see that.
like, that's your mama.
So it comes back to bite you. On one hand, it probably helped you get on the show. On the other hand, now everything you do is going to be categorized and compared to your drag mother.
I mean, like, I don't want to be the one to do the comparison, but like, imagine the ball package that Lux would have put together. Point. Exactly.
So, ultimately, after our ball this week, we have 3 tops and 3 bottoms. In the top, we have Miss Crystal Envy, Sam Starr, and Arietti. And down as our bottom feeders of the week, we have Acacia Forgot, Hormona Lisa, and Miss Lana Jure.
I saw what you did there with the bottom feeders.
I took it from RuPaul. RuPaul said it. Do you agree with the tops and bottoms of the week?
I do not agree. I
What
do
would you
not
change?
agree. I think that Sam should have been changed out with Jules, and I think it should have been a Crystal Jules Arietti. But I do agree with the winner. I
Yes.
think that we could have maybe switched that Acacia in the bottom for
Corey.
yes.
I definitely think that
Yes.
Corey got away again by the skin of her teeth. I don't know how she
She's
keeps
just-
getting away with these mini dresses.
Listen.
Look, to all the queens, to any queen in the future who goes on Drag Race and is in a design challenge, do not pick up the paracord. Please. Stop. It's a trap. It's a trap. There's a lot of it. It's bright. It's a trap. Put the paracord down and put the corset down. Please. Please.
And that's coming from my mother.
Like, the paracord, it is there to trick you. And it never works out.
Agreed.
Ever. But
Ever.
I'm so happy Corey King's safe. You know,
I mean, we love Corey. We are a part of the kingdom.
I'm very excited to see what Corey does for Snatch Game. I'm hoping that
Oh.
it's good. Fingers crossed. Corey needs a high placement week.
And Corey's a comedy queen. Like,
But she hasn't been serving comedy.
I know, but hopefully she has her redemption.
She's been looking funny, but her... The only thing she's serving is boyfriend material, apparently.
And just getting by.
Huh!
I mean, there you have it. We have our Maxi Challenge winner. We have our bottom 3. Ultimately, Acacia skates by, and she's safe.
I don't think she skates by. I think Acacia deservingly was safe this week.
Okay, you're right.
Her
You're
created
right.
looks were better than both Lana and Hormona's.
Yeah.
Her beach ball look was better than Hormona's swimsuit. I don't think Acacia should have been in the bottom at all. I think it should have been Corey King.
Yeah.
Corey King safe, but Corey King in the bottom.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So, we crown Arietti as the winner with a $5,000 cash prize and donation to a wildlife association
For
in
sea
her
creatures.
name, for
Yeah.
sea creatures,
Which is so nice.
I love that they did that. I love
Yeah.
giving back. And
Especially that it's not going to SeaWorld.
Shamu, honey.
We have a lip sync for our life from the very own
Did we?
we had a lip sync.
Those lives weren't saved for me. To Miss Olivia. Now, this song, I will say, is kind of a hard song to do. It's very wordy. It's very, like, teen angst.
Yeah, like very
song.
punk rock, 13 years old,
Yeah.
like in my bedroom mad that my boyfriend
Like,
of 24 hours.
Snap, like, didn't add me back on Kick. you
No,
know,
like, if you know about Kick.
No, if you had Kick, you're hot now. Like, so do you agree with this week's lip sync victory?
Yeah, and
Let me try that again. Do you agree with this week's lip sync victory?
I do agree. I can't believe that Susie this week in the lip sync was like, oh my god, Hormona's eating it up. Girl.
She kind of was serving the emotion. Like, she was giving me words. She was giving me face. And
She
you
was
know.
a little bit, but like, to be honest, it didn't look like she knew all the words.
Yeah, the beginning, I was like, oh, she don't know the words.
Yeah.
But then she picked it back up in the chorus.
Yeah.
That song is very wordy.
I don't even really like the song.
I do not think that it was lip sync level song quality.
Not
in
when
my
we have
opinion.
Boogie Wonderland last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And look, not every song needs to be boom boom. Like it doesn't all have to be alter ego level, like danceability, whatever. I love a ballad on Drag Race. I
Agreed.
think there should be more ballad lip syncs, in my opinion. In the end, Miss Lana Geray pulls it out.
I mean, she was serving
giving,
sex.
Yeah, she was giving body on the
Like-
floor. Hey, most of the lip sync was spent on the floor. For
That
both
is
of the
true.
queens.
That is. Oh my God, Lana's jump, throw herself back. Like, oh my God, Lana.
Like, I hope you have good health insurance.
No, like, are your knees okay?
Yeah, like a chiropractor on call.
For real, for real.
How do you feel about queens stepping in front of other queens?
I, as a viewer,
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
I eat it up. But like, if I was on the stage, I'd be like,
Oh,
you better get
I'd
out.
be grabbing your heel.
No, like, you will be on the floor.
Yeah, it would definitely turn very personal for me very quickly.
For real, and like,
But you know what? As a performer, me personally, you're not going to get the chance to step in front of me. So,
clock that.
if you get stepped in front of, that's on you.
Yeah, I mean, I
honestly.
guess you're not doing something right.
Right. I'm going to be right on the edge of those lights. So the only way you're stepping is off the stage.
Ooh. That wraps up
Yeah.
episode 6. We unfortunately had
We get rid of Chattanooga, Tennessee's own Hormona Lisa.
the one and only picked from
Yeah.
Rupaul Charles herself.
I am
Mona
glad.
Lisa.
I'm glad that Hormona got the badunkadunk tank, so we got to see a little bit more from her, even though it was the same dress for 3 more weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we saw her in a top spot.
Yeah, she did. She had a top placement, so I am glad that she got it. I'm gonna be sad to see her go because there's secret shadiness there. She had a few good one-liners, and she was. I think she was finally starting to open up a little bit. But I do just think that unfortunately the competition was a little bit bigger than her.
I agree.
know.
I think that she is a good queen. I don't think that she is as seasoned for. I don't think she was
I
seasoned
don't think
enough
she's
for
as
Drag Race.
versatile.
Yeah.
I don't think she's as willing to be and do new things as you have to be on Drag Race. She
Yeah.
went there with a closet and runway package full of things that she knew she would like.
Yeah.
And that's good, but it's not interesting.
I feel like I see her more as like a pageant queen.
Oh yeah, she would
Like,
eat down in the pageant.
Yeah, I just don't think that the cattiness either is something. Oh my God, talking about cattiness, her walking out after she said goodbye, she goes, "Love you, Corey King."
No,
Oh my
that's
God, so
crazy.
shady.
I love her. I am sad to see her go. I do think that Hormona kind of gives me somebody who, like, after Drag Race, like, she did it. I don't know what to expect from her after the show.
I have no idea.
I'm excited to see it, and Hormona, I wish you the best. And, you know, there's always a seat for any queen to come and talk about this season with us. So,
Yeah, yeah. Hormona, you will be missed on the stage by some.
not by all.
Not by all.
Not certainly by others.
Yeah, that part.
Alrighty, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, that has been your reality check on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, Episode 6. And guess what? Next week, we're playing the Snatch Game.
One of my favorite, one of the iconics.
Probably the most iconic challenge on Drag Race. You know it's coming.
Yes.
You're scared for it,
Yes.
and you have time to prepare. So we'll see who sinks and who swims next week in the Snatch Game. I'm excited to see. We'll see you right here on this couch, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.